Good morning, Bulldog High! It's the first ever show of the 2023/2024 edition of the Bulldog Bulletin. We have Kezia Knight, Mako Lopez, and Lydia Murray ready to give you the hottest topics. It's good to be back, BHS. This is the Bulldog Bulletin.
Good morning, Bowie High. It's Monday, September 11th, 2023, and it's a B-Day. I'm Kezia Knight.
And I'm Mako Lopez.
And welcome to the premiere of Season 15 on the Bulldog Bulletin.
Yeah, Kezia. Great to be back to a fresh new start to a brand new season for your flagship source for Bowie High news. Today's top stories include some tidbits of info we have for faculty, students, and parents out there in the community about our show. Firstly, we'll be moving to a B-Day only format for the foreseeable future. Remember, B for Bulldog Bulletin. We may have a couple A-Day shows, but for the most part, we'll limit broadcasts to every other day. We're hoping to cut down on telling you the same things all the time, and we hope that this will also help to increase our viewership. If you're watching us now, you obviously made it to our YouTube channel at www.youtube.com/BHSTVMD Bulldog Bulletin. So thanks for tuning in. Please bookmark us in your browser for quick access, and 1B teachers, please tune in. We work really hard as a staff to produce this show, and thank you for spreading the word.
Thanks, 1B teachers. Second, we need to talk about the process for getting your team or club or general announcements included on the show. Mr. Kezia asks that everyone do the following. Unless you have an event that transpires later, please have your notes that will still be relevant for the next B-Day show emailed to the big fella by 4 p.m. on the next A-Day. Please include BDB announcement in the subject line so it does not get lost in the hundreds of emails Mr. Kezia gets each day. If you are a teacher that has a student representative sending in announcements, please have them send the write-up to you for review, then forward it to mark.arcusa@bgcps.org. That way you will all be on the same page. If you are conducting a fundraiser, please make sure our amazing bookkeeper, Mrs. Price, is aware of and has approved it. We really love getting your sports results, coaches. Please appoint a team manager or someone to send pictures or videos along with your scoring updates and other news, and have them shoot it in landscape format.
Also, take note that the preferred format for anyone sending flyers or other posters or graphics you create for your announcements is 1,920 pixels wide by 1,080 pixels high. So as you set up your documents in your program of choice, please take note of that particular format. Or, if you've already created one in another format, here's Stephanie Maseko with a brief tutorial on how to change an existing one using one of the most popular programs for creating them, Canva, without the S.
Good morning, Bulldog fam. Stephanie Maseko here with a little tutorial on how easy it is to create your Bulldog Bulletin ready posters or flyers for the show. Disclaimer, this is usually for Canva posters or social media posts that you're making and want displayed on the show as well. So if you're using Canva, here's how you make it ready and perfect for us to show on the Bulldog Bulletin. All you have to do is open up the social media square-sized post that you have, and you're going to start by clicking the first element, then pressing Shift on your keyboard while selecting the other element. So here it was Bulldog Bulletin, then I press Shift and press Join the in the camera size. Then you're going to want to copy it and then go to Presentation and open a blank presentation slide in white. Then you go to the top left corner where you see me pressing the square of colors, and you're going to pick your background color. And then you're going to want to paste the elements. And when you paste them, it'll come all grouped together. As long as you pressed everything that is in that same flyer, it'll come together, copied in the same format and exactly how you left it if you did do this correctly. And then you can resize it. Make sure that if you're resizing or moving that you don't press the slide before because it comes grouped together automatically when you paste it. The final step is to download the post. So you go to the top right corner, press share, and then press download, and that's all.
FYI, did you know that Stephanie officially became the longest tenured Bulldog Bulletin member in the 15-year history of the show? She started off as a rare freshman due to the pandemic and ability to work from home, and has been working with Mr. Kezia since 2020 doing remote recordings via Zoom.
Yeah, Stephanie?
Now that we got all that official stuff out the way, here's our first story about things going on around campus. We'd like to congratulate the football team on their 33-26 win over Parkdale this past weekend. The team turned out a great performance with quarterback TJ Bannister contributing 2 rushing scores and 2 passing TDs. Wide receiver Eli Rothschild hauled in one of those touchdown passes, as did Isaiah Blackman, who also had a kickoff return for another touchdown and had an interception. Onyx CC picked off Parkdale's quarterback for an interception, and Sultan Badmus notched down 3 sacks to help the Bulldogs seal the win. Next up for the boys is a 3:30 p.m. away game against High Point this coming Friday afternoon. Good luck, fellas. And if there are any managers or team statisticians who would like service hours for covering the football team or any sport or event, Mr. Arcusa would love to give you some credit for that non-shaky landscape footage. Get in the game.
And speaking of that, you can get in a volleyball game tonight as our amazing Lady Bulldogs volleyball team returns to action with their home opener, led by the consistently competitive coaching staff of Luann Smith and Jen Buter. Be there for the action on the hardwood tonight with a 5:30 p.m. start for the JV squad and a 7 p.m. start for the varsity. Look for the QR code posted near the gym to get your tickets, and spike 'em, Lady Bulldogs.
Well, the first weather report of the 2023-2024 season here on the Bulletin is up next with Lydia Murray, who's got the 2-day forecast to get you through until we see you again Wednesday morning. Welcome.
Hey there, it's good to be back. Good morning, Bulldog fam. I hope you've been finding ways to stay cool during summer's last hurrah with all those blazing temperatures we've been having. As always, don't forget your high-quality H2O. But off we go to the here and now as we take a look at the 7:50 a.m. Doppler radar from AccuWeather.com. The Doppler is showing active systems coming from the south that could continue today. Our current temperature comes in at a comfortable 68, and it's partly cloudy out there. Today's high will only get up to a partly cloudy 82, with light carryable winds and a low of 63 this evening. There's a possibility of a stray shower tonight, so don't leave the windows to your car open. Since we won't have an A-Day show, tomorrow's high will rise a little higher to 85, with a possibility of afternoon showers that will continue into the evening, when we'll fall back to 65. Sounds like a more bearable couple of days. We're continuing the tradition of celebrating the list of not-so-well-known holidays from our friends at nationaltoday.com this year, and September 11th features National Make Your Bed Day. Some people think doing that is the best way to start our day of accomplishments, by the way. And speaking of getting it done, get some reading in because it's Libraries Remember Day. And it's also Patriot Day, when we remember the brave people who were first responders on that fateful day in 2001. And of course, the 3,000 lives lost on one of our nation's most trying times. America may not be perfect, but she is ours. Rest in peace to those who paid that price. Celebrity birthday wishes for today go out to PGCPS's own Taraji P. Henson and rapper turned Fast and Furious actor Ludacris. Then tomorrow on the 12th, Luda's co-star, the late Paul Walker, would have been 50. The powerful Jennifer Hudson celebrates tomorrow, as do rappers Busy Bone from the old school Bone Thugs and Harmony and 2 Chainz. So that's all the info you need for the next couple of days. I'm Lydia Murray, and I'll see you guys Wednesday.
Thanks, Lyd. Glad to see the Weather Center back up and running. In other news, Mrs. Craigie is ready to sponsor another group of students who are interested in learning one of today's most sought-after skills, coding. She has 2 groups meeting for that. Girls Who Code will meet today after school, and the General Coding Club for all students will meet in her room 153. That's in the music hallway, right after you pass the cafeteria for those new to the building. Come and build those skills.
Ms. Stone is another club sponsor returning to mentoring for the year, and she invites any students interested in learning all the routines and hard stepping associated with the exclusive STEP team. If you want to join this band of synchronized ladies, come to the interest meeting and tryouts in her room 213 tomorrow through Thursday. Don't forget your workout shoes, clothes, water, and a towel because you will be sweating.
20 NHS members, LeMaster wants you all to be reminded about the mandatory first meeting for the year. You should be decked out in your professional attire, and they will be in the cafeteria right after school. And before we go, we would like to thank Mrs. Henry, who sent in a few snapshots of last Thursday's invitation to wear your favorite team's gear for the opening of this year's NFL season. Lots of teams represented here, but it looks like most of them are homers and got behind the Commanders, who incidentally won their season opener by beating the Arizona Cardinals at FedEx Field 20-16. In a defensive battle, we're hoping for a great season, and we won't talk about the Giants.
The first SAT word of the day is the adjective verdant, defined as characterized by abundance of vegetation and green foliage. As the summer ends and fall begins, much of Maryland's lush and verdant backdrops changes color.
Seasons change, just like how we started the 15th year of your news source today in our new season.
Let the pumpkin spicing begin, and the subscribing. Please give us a like or a follow or whatever YouTube is calling it nowadays at www.youtube.com/BHSTVMD Bulldog Bulletin and bookmark it in your browser so you can get right to us every B-Day after the PA announcements end. I'm Kezia Knights.
And I'm Mako Lopez. We're back in the saddle again, and we are looking forward to bringing you the latest. So get ready, 1B, and have a great day. And remember, BHS,
The Bulldog Pack has always got your back.